Okay, good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fitriana Devitasari. I'm from 10 Social 2. Okay, you can call me Fitri. And welcome to yoga class with Miss Alison. Hello, Miss Alison.
Hello, Fitri.
Okay,
Thank you.
before we start our class, let's pray together now. Dear God, thank you for this morning. Now we want to start our class yoga with Miss Alison. Please bless Miss Alison and please bless us. Thank you, God. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, I want to say welcome and thank you to Miss Alison because Miss Alison took her time to teach yoga for all of us, students and teacher in Citra Berkat, Citra Raya High School. Okay, I don't know much about Miss Alison because it's our first time meeting. Something I know is Miss Alison was born in Indonesia. In 2016, she moved to Hong Kong to study economic and finance at the University of Hong Kong. And in the midst of her busy schedule, she does consistent yoga to reach her target. And for more, I invite Miss Alison to introduce herself to all of us here. Let's welcome Miss Alison.
Thank you so much, Fitri. So yeah, I will just make a brief introduction about myself before we start. So my name is Alison. So as Fitri said, I was born in Jakarta, Indonesia, and then I moved to Hong Kong in 2016. So I moved here to study economics and finance at the University of Hong Kong. Yeah, I'm currently in Hong Kong actually, and I just graduated last year actually. So right now what I'm doing is I'm pursuing my master's degree in business analytics. So if you later have any questions about studying abroad or maybe scholarship opportunities, feel free to contact me. And also you can ask me some more about yoga if you are interested. So a little bit about today's class. So I designed today's class to be very friendly for beginners because I'm not sure whether some of you have experience doing yoga before, but I'm just assuming that most of you, this is your first time doing yoga. So if that's the case, don't worry. This is very beginner friendly. I will teach you step by step how to do it. Also, we don't need anything today. I sent email. I told you to bring your towel, bring your water bottle, and your yoga mat. But if you don't have a yoga mat, don't worry. What we need today is just our body, an open heart, and also an open mind to learn something new. So I think that's all about me and my class. So do you have anything to add, Fitri?
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for
Mhm,
short introduction, Miss Alison. And
mhm.
this is the most eagerly awaited event. Let's all get on cam, ya, guys. Okay,
Okay, yeah, I will wait a few minutes. Like maybe I give you 1 minute to get ready, to grab your yoga mat or basically anything. Like if you have like a gym mat, that's also works well. Otherwise, just get on the floor and yeah, don't worry too much about it for now. And I will give you another 30 seconds to prepare. And yeah, I will start whenever you're ready. Yeah, I have my other screen here so I can see you guys, and hopefully whenever you guys are struggling in the posture later, feel free to let me know and hopefully I can help you with that. One more reminder. So if you have any injuries like in your knees, for example, or your ankles or your elbow and whatever, please feel free to let me know. And if you're not sure whether you're allowed to do yoga, please don't force yourself. Just restrain from doing any certain poses if you are not feeling comfortable. Okay, so I think most people have their camera ready. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for opening your camera. I really appreciate it. Okay, yeah. So I will not have music today because the feedback with Zoom is when I have my music around, it's not very clear on your side. So I just want to let you know if you have other device, if you want to use some music, feel free to use your own music in your own room. Otherwise, if you choose to listen and to just focus on your breath today and just practice in a quiet place, that's also all right. So we will start in Sukhasana position. So this is Sukhasana position, a cross-leg seated position. So just sit as you usually do on the floor with a cross leg, and just do whatever you feel is comfortable. And in this position, we want to start by allowing some movement into our shoulders. Maybe move it a little bit up and then down to the back, and round it up and down to the back. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Before we start, if you haven't mute your audio, please do so. Yeah, because otherwise, if we have like too many noises around, it might be confusing. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, just to make sure everyone is on mute. Yeah. Okay.
Mau usah mainin gunting, taruh, taruh. Kok orangnya ada sih? Nggak ada.
Sorry about that. I will just make sure I mute everyone first.
Diam, diam. Gigit.
Yeah, I can't mute people, so I'm sorry about that. But can you please once more maybe check your screen, and if you're not unmuted, please make sure you're on mute. Mm. Okay, great. Now I think you can hear me now, right? Okay, let's continue. Sorry about a little bit of technical issue there. But we are continuing in a seated position, and then we're gonna move our shoulder just to get ready with some movement over here. So we round our shoulder up and then round to the back. And then inhale, shoulder up, and then exhale, round it to the back. And maybe we are gonna do this movement a few more times, because when you are sitting for a long day in school doing your homework, studying, your neck and your shoulder become really tense. So this is really good for you to start our practice today and to just release every tension you have in your neck and your shoulder. A few more times. Inhale, shoulder up, and exhale, round it to the back. Two more times. Inhale, shoulder up, and round to the back. One more. Inhale up and round to the back. And release, and just relax in your sitting position. And from here, I want you to slowly move your neck. Maybe make your right ear closer to your right shoulder, tilting your head to the right. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, this time left ear to the left shoulder. And inhale back to center. Just two more times. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. And inhale back to center. And this time we will move our neck up and down like saying yes. So inhale, head up, look up to the sky. And exhale, chin to chest over here. And two more time. Inhale, head up, look up to the sky, chin up. And exhale, chin to the chest, not down. So one more time, like saying yes. Inhale, up to the sky. And exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, back to center. And now we are gonna nod our head like saying no. So no to the right and then to the left. Just 2 more times. Shaking your head to the right and to the left. And to the right and to the left. And inhale back to center. And if you're closing your eyes now, please feel free to open your eyes because we're gonna change our sitting position for a bit. So if you're sitting like this is all right. But what I want you to make sure is I'm gonna change sides so you can see. So some people, they tend to do like they round their back like this, and this is not very good for your spine. So if you are doing it like this and you feel like you're rounding, please try to lean back and lean back. This is gonna feel a little bit weird because normally your normal position is gonna be like this. But then what I want you to do is just lean back. Lean a little bit way more back than you usually do. And you can see that my spine is straight while I'm still relaxing my thigh and my legs over here. And if you are already aware of this, I want you to lengthen your spine and then make sure your head is lengthened to the sky. So we bring the energy up to the sky and we lengthen our spine, lengthen our head, and we make sure we are having our spine super right like this. So in this position, I want you to just close your eyes again. And now really feel your breath. Maybe you start to realize where your hands are. So yoga is all about observing without judgment. So I just want to teach you the art of observation and realize where your minds are. Maybe what are you thinking right now? And slowly move that mind and make it flow into the body. And maybe realize where you put your hands and where your spine are located. And with that awareness, lengthen your spine again, lengthen your head, lengthen your neck, and make sure you're sitting straight up while still grounding your pelvic floor to the center of the earth. And in this position, we will take a little moment of integrity, whatever it means to you. For me, integrity means that I'm aware of my mind, I'm aware of my body, and I can connect what I have in my mind to the flow or the movement of my body. So whatever it means to you, set little intention that you're gonna finish your practice of yoga today. You're gonna have an open heart and open mind to learn something new today. So inhale, take a deep breath, and exhale to the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale to the mouth. Now we are gonna slowly change our breathing to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. One last time. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And just still sit in this position. Nothing changed. Just this time, I want you to think about your breathing and feel that flow of air inside your body, inside your lungs. And just notice maybe your inhale is longer than your exhale, or maybe it's the other way around. Or maybe you're having a short breath today, or maybe it's long. Just notice wherever you are. and make no judgment, because every day our body feels different and we are growing every day. So just take a little moment to relax in this position and notice how you're breathing. Just a few more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now I want you to place your palms together in front of your heart, like a prayer position. And in this moment, I want you to just say gratitude that you are coming into yoga practice today, that say thank you to your body for doing amazing job for you all this time. And one more inhale and deep exhale. And gently open your eyes. Namaste. Welcome to my yoga class. My name is Alison. For those of you who meet me for the first time today, welcome. And thank you for making the time, making the effort to join my yoga class. So now we are still sitting in this position, and make sure once again to have your spine straight and your head is going up to the sky. And now we're gonna raise our hands slowly to the sky and interlace your fingers here and stretching your body up to the sky. A deep stretch here to start our morning practice today. And when you exhale, release everything gracefully. And one more time, interlace your finger, bring your hands up to the sky and release very gracefully here. Okay, maybe we do one more time to get you used to the movement of the body and lengthening. So interlace your fingers and move up to the sky. Stretch, lengthen in your spine, lengthen in your head, no tension in the neck. And exhale, release everything very gently. And from here, I want you to move your right hand to the back of your back here, and then your left hand to the outer side of your right knee. And from here, we have a very gentle twist to your right. Maybe you don't have to go all the way to the back. Maybe you can just do a little bit at the beginning. And with every exhalation, maybe you try to twist more, and maybe you can twist more until your head is facing the back side of your body here. And still breathing. And when you exhale, release everything back to the center. And we're gonna do the other side. So your left hand is to the back of yourself here. And then you put your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee. And we're gonna twist to your left side. And the same with the other side. Maybe you don't go directly into the twist, and maybe you want to go like really slowly and slowly into the deeper and deeper twist. And just feel your body, how you feel with your spine today, and just enjoy the practice. Don't worry too much about your posture. Don't worry too much about what you're capable of. Just breathing in this position. And then with the exhalation, release everything back to the center. And we're gonna do the up and down movement once again. So interlace your fingers and move your hands up to the sky. Exhale, release everything down. And one more time, interlace your fingers. Move your hands up to the sky. Stretch your head up here and stretch your spine here, up, and up. And then exhale, release very gracefully. And now we're gonna do a little bit of side extension of the body. So we're gonna put our right hand a little bit outside our right thigh, so it's a little bit like farther away like this. And then we're gonna do this movement of over and up. So it's not like going to the side directly like this, but we are gonna do it over and to the side. And we're gonna have like a lengthening in our side body here. So we're gonna have a side extension to our right side here. And maybe in this position, you want to feel your body. Maybe you make a little movement to the front to the back, or just dance with your fingers, or maybe you just like going back and forth, and just relax to your body here, and then make sure you lengthen your left side body and get into a deeper and deeper side bend. And if this allows you, if you're flexible enough, maybe you put your right elbow down to the floor and lengthen your left side body more and twist. Sorry, and extend to the right side bend. And exhale, release everything back to the center. And now we're gonna do the other side, just the same with the other side. So we gonna extend our left hand to our left side a little bit more maybe, and then we're gonna have this movement or over and side. So I don't want you to just go directly to the side like this. Some people do this, but I want you to really extend and lengthen your body over, up, and to the side. And from here, maybe you want to lengthen your right body side, and then maybe you want to look up over your right hand over here. And from here, if your body allows it, if you're feeling flexible today, maybe you put your left elbow to the floor, and once again, over and to the side. And maybe look over your armpit here and up to the sky. And from here, exhale, release everything to the center. So now we're gonna move to a tabletop position. So tabletop position is you get on your knees, and then you put your palms onto the yoga mat. And in this position, I want you to really think about this tabletop position. You have your palms wide open like this. So it's called a starfish hand. So fingers wide open. And this is very important for your safety. So make sure you're pressing your hands, and then you are opening your fingers wide like a starfish. And then you see in this position, I have my ankle here, and then this is my knee, and then my knee is parallel to my hip over here, and just make sure of that right now. And then when you put your hands here, make sure your wrist is parallel to your shoulder. So we want like 90 degrees over here. Yeah. And then your knee with your hips, and then your knee with your hips. So just make sure of that. And then I want to teach you something also very important in yoga, is we always push the grounds away. So I noticed from my screen here that some of you are doing this. This is like you are collapsing to your bones. So you're collapsing to the ground, you are surrendering, and we don't want this. We want you to push up, push the grounds away, make that energy flow from the center of the earth into your body. So we don't want you collapsing like this, but maybe put some energy and push the grounds away with your hands, with your toes here, and push up. Okay, I see some of you are doing great there. Okay, I'm just checking some of you if you're doing all right. Okay, I see Fitri, maybe you don't want your back to be like this. So this is like what we call the cat stretch. We don't want this right now. We want it to be like straight like this. So maybe you suck your belly in, and make sure you try to make your spine as straight as it can. Okay, yeah, this is very important. So I just want to spend some time teaching you this tabletop position. Okay, yeah, I think we are doing great. Yeah, I think most of you are doing it right now. Okay, so now I want you to learn how to do the cat and cow stretch. So like I said before, this is called a cat stretch, and this is called a cow stretch. So this is cat and cow. So I will teach you step by step how to come into that pose and movement. So we will start with our shoulder. We round it to the back, and then we sink our belly down, and we want our tailbone to be facing up. to the sky. And then the next step is to have the movement from the tailbone to the shoulder. So move your tailbone up first and then down, and then your belly coming up, and then maybe round your shoulder a little bit in here. And make sure you have that rounding movement of the spine over here. So yeah, this is the cat and cow stretch. And then we're gonna do it one more time. So when you exhale, round your shoulder to the back, move your belly down, and then you make your tailbone facing up and make it higher. Yep, I see some of you are doing it great. Well done. And then the next movement, we're gonna do it from the tailbone. So make sure you're aware of your body. Your body is like one piece of item, so don't move it separately. It's like a flow. So start from your tailbone, move your tailbone in and down, and then you move your belly a little bit up, and then slowly round your shoulder, round your spine here. And then the last thing that's gonna come down is your head, and just relax your neck here. Okay, so I think most of you have get a hang of this, and I want you to do this 3 more times on your own pace according to your own breathing. So with me, inhale, round your move your shoulder back, and then sink down your belly, and then move your tailbone up. And then exhale, your tailbone down, facing down, and then you gonna have your belly up, round your back, round your shoulder, and look down. And 2 more times on your own pace. Inhale, belly down, tailbone up, maybe slowly look up now. And then exhale from the tailbone in, belly push up, round your spine, round your shoulder, look down. Okay, one more time. Now I'm not gonna be very, very detailed about this. I want you to just feel your movement of the spine here and get the stretch. So belly down, tailbone up, look up, and exhale from the tailbone down, belly down, round your back, and last thing to go down is your head, and relax your neck here. And exhale, release everything back to the center. And now we're gonna do a little bit yoga for the feet. So I want you to sit on your ankle here and just maybe shake your wrist, because like for beginners, normally when you do the tabletop position, it becomes like very sore, like on your wrist. So just maybe clockwise and then anti-clockwise, and then maybe just shake your body a little bit just to release every tension you have. Maybe shake your shoulder, just make like movement there, just to get you to get your wrist and your ankle very comfortable with the movement. Okay, now we're gonna come back to the tabletop position. So I hope you still remember the 90 degrees, also 90 degrees in knee and the hips. And then now I want you to move your hands a little bit to the front here, to the corner of your mat, and move your left leg to the back of the mat, and straighten your leg here. So we're gonna do like this. And then in this position, if you're ready for it, maybe you have your starfish hand again, and then you press down into the mat. So we have starfish hand here, press down to the mat, and you press down through your left toes as well. Okay. And then from here, exhale, back your left knee to the center. So we come back to the tabletop position, move your hands back to tabletop position, and we're gonna do the other side. So move your hands to the front again. So if you know what we are doing already, make sure you do the same thing. So start with hand, press down to the mat, and now move your right knee up, and then move your right toes to the back of the mat. And we're gonna do this stretch one more time. And just hang on here for a few more breaths. Make sure you're breathing, make sure you're lengthening through your spine. And exhale, release, coming back to tabletop position. So now what we're gonna do next is a little bit more challenging and a little bit of combination of what we just learned just now. So this is what we call a puppy pose. So I want you to do it with me together. So we want our hands to move a little bit up to the front of the mat like this, just a little bit. Don't make it too much, and maybe it's a little bit more difficult if you make it too much. So we want to move our knees a little bit to the back as well. So now we are like this, not so 90 degrees. And then now I want you to melt your chest, melt your chest to the floor, melt your chest to the floor. And if this is not okay for you, maybe you don't come all the way from the chest. Just explore your own body, explore your own body, and see if this is comfortable for you. But if it's not, then just sink to your forehead, sink to your forehead here, and maybe put your elbow onto the mat and just relax your neck here. So this is option one. If you're comfortable here, stay. But if you need more challenge, you come up and then you move your hands a little bit more in front to the corner of the mat, and then you melt your chest. You melt your chest here, and then put your chin to the floor. Yeah, don't force yourself here. So if you are not comfortable in this position, feel free to move back to the option one with the forehead on the ground. Otherwise, you can explore yourself and try to do the full pose. And exhale, we come up, slowly come up. So from this, we're gonna rest for a bit, sitting on your ankles once again, and then we once again want to shake our wrists. Maybe move it clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then just shake our body, shake our shoulder, maybe release the tension from my neck, and then yeah, just release every tension there. Okay, we're gonna do this pose one more time, just so you get the time to explore your own body and where you are right now, and maybe you will get more flexible this time. So we will start from the tabletop position again. I just want to remind you to push the grounds away, and then we move our hands to the front of the mat. So if you are not comfortable making it to front, maybe you can just move it up a little bit, and later when you come down, you can do like you put your elbow down like this. But otherwise, for those who wants to do the full pose with me, let's go together, moving our hands to the corner of our mat, and then melt your chest onto the mat, and then put your chin onto the mat. And exhale, release everything. Coming back to tabletop position, move your knees a little bit in front, just so it's coming back to the normal tabletop position. And now I want you to try to do this pose with me together. It's called the downward facing dog. So it's a really basic pose in yoga. If you go to yoga class, you will hear this a lot. So how we're gonna do this is first gonna make sure we push the grounds away. We move the energy from the ground into our body. And from here, I want you to lift up your tailbone while lifting your knees. And then we are coming up to downward dog position while still keeping our knees bent over here. So what I want you to do in this position is just not to worry too much about how downward dog should look like right now. Instead, I want you to just get used to the position, Just explore your body wherever you are right now. And maybe you can start by lifting your right heels and just start walking your dog here. So left heels up, right heels up, one by one, just like, walking. And then in this position, maybe you want to generously bend your knees. Don't worry too much about how the pose should look right now. Just try to get used to this movement of lifting up your pelvic and lifting up your hips. And then exhale, we're gonna come back down to the tabletop position. And we're gonna have a little bit of rest now. So sitting on your ankles, once again, just shake your body a bit. I know for beginners, downward dog, it can be quite challenging and it's a little bit tiring and we can like shake our hands right now. So what I'm gonna do next is I want you to try one more time this downward facing dog pose. And if you're comfortable, maybe this time, because previously we did with the bent knee, and maybe next time we can try the straight knee, which is the full pose. So once more, we're gonna come up to tabletop position. Okay. So make sure your toes are flexing like this. So, this is point and this is flex. Yeah. This is point, this is flex. So what I want you to do is your feet are like flexing like this. And now from here, we're gonna lift our tailbone up, lifting our hips up while having our knees bent. And then we move back, move our body back here. And maybe we try to have our tummy and our thigh to meet each other and move our tailbone more up to the sky. And remember, you can leave your heels. You don't have to put your heels down if it's difficult for you. And you can bend your knees generously, just like what I did right now. So what's important in this pose is you have to make sure that your spine is straight and not rounding. Because I see some people are doing this or this. We don't want this. We want our belly to meet our thigh over here. So push that body back down and then push your tailbone up. Push the ground away, maybe lifting your heels, maybe bend your knees generously. And if this is okay for you, explore yourself. Try to ground your heels one by one. And maybe if you're feeling flexible or you just want to try, feel free to try. Just slowly straighten your legs here, straighten your legs, and then this is the full pose. Yep, so feel free to enjoy your journey. No need to rush. There is so much time for you to learn and just enjoy wherever you are right now.
Tapi ini
So if this is too much for you, come back to lifting the heels and then bend your knees generously and then come to the first version of downward facing dog. And from here, exhale, come to tabletop position and then sitting on your ankles and then move your wrist again counterclockwise and then clockwise. Okay, we still have time, so I want you to, for 1 minute, try the downward dog position again, and then I will see your screen from here, and I will try to fix your posture. So I want you to come to tabletop position again, yeah, and then from here, we're gonna inhale, leave your tailbone, leave your hips, and move our body up, bending our knees, and come to the downward dog position. Yeah, so please come to your downward dog. I just want to see how you're doing, and I'm gonna fix. Okay, I see Monica, you're doing very great. Yeah, your down dog is
PUBG.
perfect. Well done. Jocelyn, maybe you want to keep your belly a little bit closer to your thigh. Yes, yes, just like that. Perfect, perfect. Yeah. And then let's see who else. Okay, Pandu, can you move your belly closer to your thigh? Because right now it's very far away and you are not quite on the right shape. So maybe if you do like this, you want to move your body, your belly. Just think of your belly coming closer into your thigh. This is your thigh, this is your belly. So you want your belly to come closer to your thigh while still bending your knees generously. Okay, yeah, I see you're getting better. Yeah, Pandu, that's perfect. Well done. Thanks for trying, everyone. Yeah, I think that's enough. So now we're gonna release everything, coming back to the tabletop position here. And from here, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna stand up to the standing position. Now I want to teach you a little bit about standing position in yoga. We're gonna come up to the front of the mat if you have yoga mat. Otherwise, don't worry. Just try to follow me as much as you can. And from here, I'm just gonna facing this way so you can see my movement. And we inhale, rise our hands up, interlace our finger, and extend. Stretch your body up, stretch, 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 and exhale, release. Just like what we are doing in our sitting pose. So inhale, interlace your finger, hands up, exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, up, and release. And now this time, bend your knees, move your hands up to the sky, and then from here, grab your left wrist with your right hand, and then
Dulu
move to your
semuanya
right
susah.
hand. Okay, in here, if you're struggling with balancing, open your legs a little bit so it's like as wide as your hips, and then we stretch our body to the left side, and exhale, release. And from here, bend your knees one more time. Rise up, hands up. Now grab your left wrist with your right hand. Oh, sorry, it's the other way around. Grab your right hand with your left, grab your right wrist with your left hand. And then you stretch to the left this time. And look up through your armpits.
Kevin.
And exhale, release. And now I'm gonna teach you how to do Uttanasana or forward fold. So from this position, I want you to first bring your awareness to your body. You're sitting on the four corners of your legs. Your energy, bring it right up from the floor to your body. So we are not collapsing into the bones, but we are standing straight up like a tree. And just think of your feet as the roots. Okay? So now from here, I want you to rise your hands up again and extend, maybe interlacing your fingers. And then with the exhale, I want you to fold forward very slowly and carefully, one vertebrae at a time. And maybe you can touch your mat now, like this. Yeah, I see most of you are doing it right. And then if you are feeling comfortable, walk your hands so it's parallel to your feet. And maybe you can go deeper. So if this is hard for you, just bend your knees generously. And like in downward dog, I want you to feel that your tummy here is getting closer to your thigh. This is your tummy, this is your thigh. So we want them to meet, okay? So bend your knees generously, move your tummy so it will meet with your thigh, and we fold forward. And we stay here. Maybe you want to grab your elbow, your opposite elbow, and move side to side here, just to explore your movement, explore your body, and just enjoy the practice. And exhale, release your hands back down to the floor if you haven't done so. And inhale, now rise up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, the head comes last. So slowly, one vertebrae at a time, coming up. Now your shoulder is up, and the last part is your head to go up. Okay, So now I think you are getting hold of the few basic poses of yoga. Now, this is what I always call a playtime. So in every yoga practice, we want to always explore something new and maybe try to get a hold of like some advanced poses. So now what I want you to do is you stand facing this side of your mat, and maybe you have your right leg coming forward to the corner of your mat. And then you put your left leg to the back, a little bit back of your mat. Not so wide stance here. So this is too wide. This is obviously too wide. So we want it to be just in the middle, just right. And in this position, we also don't want you to stand on one slab like this. This is not good. Okay. So I want you to have like much space. So like you're skiing. Imagine you're skiing. You're having to slap, and then you push your body facing forward. And in this position, I want you to bend your right knee. So bend your right knee. Maybe you just bend a little bit like this. This is also okay. But if you're feeling all right, maybe wider your stance and then bend your right knee generously like this while still grabbing your hips here to make it straight. Okay, I see some of you are doing great. Yeah, well done, everyone. And then inhale, rise your hands up to the sky. So this is warrior one, Virabhadasana one. So this is what you will hear a lot in yoga classes probably. And exhale, release your hands coming down to your hips again. Make sure it is straight. Now I want you to shift your left foot. Okay, a little bit yoga for your brain. Realize where your left foot is and then switch it into facing the front of your camera. And then we open our hands here, facing to the right hand side. And you see, this is like, surfing movement. If you have seen somebody surf before, this is like a surfing movement. And then we're gonna tilt our head to the right hand side. Stay here. And exhale, release. Put your hands back to your hip. And then we're gonna turn our right foot to the front. So we are all facing forward right now. And we're gonna do the other side. So a little bit yoga for the brain as well. So now tilt yourself facing the left. So move your left foot facing the back of your yoga mat. And then we're gonna shift our hip to the left hand side. And then we're gonna have to do the same thing as before, warrior one. So we bend our left knee. Maybe you're not here. Maybe you're here. It's also all right. Okay. So bend your left knee. And then we're gonna inhale. Rise your hands up to the sky. And this is Virabhadasana one, warrior one. And then from here, we want to shift our right foot to the front of the camera. And then we open your hands to the side. And then we're gonna face ourselves to the left hand side and facing the left. So Virabhadasana 2, warrior 2. Okay, just a gentle reminder, if you have yourself unmute, I'm sorry, please check your screen and please mute yourself because it's a little bit confusing, I think, for everyone to hear some of the noises. So from here, exhale, put your hands back onto your hips and then straighten your left knee and then we facing towards the camera again. And then this is what I call heels and toes. So we're gonna heels and toes until our feet meets at the middle. So yeah, let's do that. And I will meet you in Tadasana, or what we call standing position. Okay, so we have a few more minutes for playtime. So now we are gonna play with our balancing and we're gonna challenge ourselves for a maybe slightly more challenging pose. So I want you to lift your right leg up and maybe hug your knees here with your hands, interlace your finger. And from here, I want you to put your left hand on your hips And then grab your right hand, grab your right ankle, and put your right foot inside of your left thigh. Okay, I see some of you are getting there. If this is difficult for you, you can try from having it here. Yeah, having here on your ankles and moving it up to your shin. And maybe with the help of your right hand, you grab your ankle, right ankle, and then you put your feet here up inside your inner thigh. And for the full pose, you might want to have your hands meet together in front of your chest. This is called tree pose. Or for the full pose, feel free to release your hands and up to the sky and maybe look up. Really challenging your balancing here. And exhale, release. So you have one more opportunity to try this with your left leg. So I want you to once again lift your left leg up, maybe hug your knees here and really practice the balancing. Practice the art of balancing here. And when you're ready, maybe your right hand to the hips, grab your left ankle and maybe move your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. And if this is too hard for you, you can start from here. You can also go to the skin, or you can move your foot up to your inner thigh here. Okay? And you can have your hands in front of your heart here. Or for the full pose, we can rise our hands up and look up to the sky. Practice your balancing. Still breathing. And exhale, release everything. Slowly, hands to your hips, release your legs. And now shake your legs, shake your wrists. We are done with the playtime, and what we are left with is just cooling down and relax. Okay, so now I want you to sit on your mat. We are almost at the end of our practice. And then I want you to sit with your legs coming forward like this, and then bend your right leg, put your right foot on the inner thigh of your left leg. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Grab your left foot and fold forward. If this is not okay, maybe you can grab your ankle, grab your shin, or just put your hands on the floor and fold forward as much as you can. And inhale, release. Now the other side, left leg bend, left foot inside of your right thigh, right leg straight. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release to the front. Forward fold. And inhale, release yourself, release your legs, so both of your legs are straight. And then inhale, hands up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you can grab your feet here, or if that's not possible with me, we grab our ankle, we grab our shin, or maybe you just go over here. It's also all right. But make sure you want to try to make your spine as straight as possible and without rounding your back here. So if you are still here, don't worry, it's fine. Just enjoy the process, enjoy the practice, and then exhale, release everything. Now a little bit more twist. So have your right knee bent and then move your right foot to the outer side of your left knee. And then lift your right hand up, move it to the back, your left hand up, and put your left elbow on the outer side of your right knee. Twist to the right. Still breathing. You're doing great. I see you from my screen here. Everything is all right. Well done, guys. You're very good at this. And inhale, release everything to the center, and we switch sides. So now bend your left knee and then move your left foot to the outer side of your right knee. And then move your left hand to the back of your body, right hand up And then put your elbow on the outer side of your left knee and twist to the left. And exhale, release. Now we are coming down to our almost our final pose. So we are gonna lying down on your mat. If you are not, if you don't have your mat, grab a towel or anything that can make you comfortable in this position. And from here, we want to bend both our knees and give ourselves a gentle hug. So rocking maybe side to side or back to front. And then from here, we're gonna swing both our knees to our left side. And then we're gonna open our arms to the right hand side. And then we're gonna make our head and our body twist to the right side. So gentle twisting here. And on your inhale, coming back up to center, bending your knees, hug your knees onto your chest. And then now we're gonna swing both knees to the right hand side. Just swing it there. And then open your left arm to the left side and twist your head, twist your body to your left hand side. Another gentle twist for the other side of the body. And then on your inhalation, coming back up, hugging your knees, rock maybe side to side, back to front. And when you're ready, release everything down onto your mat. And then open your arms to the side of your body. Relax here. This is what we call the final resting pose or Sukhasana. So in this position, we want to really ground ourselves onto the center of the earth, making ourselves heavy. And maybe you can close your eyes and just breathing. Focus on your breathing. Relax here. Inhale with your nose and exhale with your nose. Inhale with your nose and exhale with your nose. Just relax here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Release every tension from your body. Just ground yourself. Notice that flow of energy inside your body, inside your blood, and just slowly sinking and sinking more and more into the ground. And make yourself heavier. With every exhalation, you release more tension from your body and release those stress, any worries you have in your minds. So if you feel ready to move forward through your day, or if you want to stay longer in this position, feel free to do so. But for those of you who are ready, maybe gently start to move your fingers, start to move your toes, and maybe move your legs together if you haven't done so. Interlace your fingers here. Move your arms up to the sky and give yourself one last stretch to the whole body. Really stretching and make your body long in this position. And exhale, release the stretch. Rolling ourselves to one side of the body. This time I choose the right hand side, but if you want to roll to your left hand, it's also okay. And with the help of your hands, push yourself up to your sitting position, just like what we did in the first beginning of the class. We come to our easy pose, Sukasana, sitting comfortably, putting our hands together to the center of our heart, like a prayer hand,
Bye bye guys, have
and
fun.
give our head a little bit nod down. Say thank you to your body. for going through yoga
Yoga is
practice
fun.
today. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Yep. So that's all about my yoga class. Yeah, I'm getting overtime for 5 minutes. Sorry about that. But yeah, I hope you do enjoy the class. I do hope you enjoy yoga as much as I do. And if you have any questions, I will stay here for another 5 or 10 minutes. So feel free to shoot chats with me if you want to ask me questions. Otherwise, we are done with the class. So yeah, I think Fitri or Kalius, if you have anything to add, feel free to jump in the class right now.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alison, for your yoga class.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you. Hmm.
okay. The next is I will choose some student for give the testimony for the online class yoga, and I will choose uh, Kevin.
Yeah, I will just move a little bit front just so you guys can see me more clearly. Okay, go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, halo.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah,
just share with your testimony for the online yoga.
What? Sorry, can you repeat it?
How do you feel after joining the class yoga with Miss Alison?
I'm exhausted.
Sorry, what?
I'm exhausted.
Oh yeah, I think that's great. That it means it's working out, right? So sometimes you feel very exhausted. You're sweating a lot, but that's a part of the process and also part of the detox in yoga. So I think you're doing great. If you are sweating, it means it's working, and it means that you're moving your muscles, you're moving your body. Yeah. Do you have any other comments?
Uh, I think this yoga class is very beneficial for our bodies because it makes us relax and also makes our bodies healthy.
Yeah, I totally agree, Kevin. Yeah, so if you do other sports other than yoga, it's really beneficial for your movement overall because it improves flexibility. Otherwise, if you don't do other sports and just do yoga like myself, it's also improving flexibility while improving your strength at the same time. So I think you can feel that benefit over time.
Okay, Miss. Okay, the last one maybe Masa.
Hello, Miss Alison. Uh,
Hello.
for me, same with Kevin, I feel exhausted, but after doing this yoga, I feel more relaxed, and I think I'm ready to do another activities in this day. Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, thank you for your great feedback, Masa. Like, yeah, I totally agree. Like, whenever I feel stressed about schoolwork, because I'm still in university as well. So, whenever I feel stressed about my schoolwork, I don't know what else to do. I just do yoga and make myself relax a little bit, just unwind those everything going on in my mind, just forget it for 60 minutes. And after that, I'm totally ready to come back into studying or other activities I have in my schedule. So thanks for your feedback.
Okay, thank you for your feedback, Masa and Kevin. Okay, we have arrived at the end of the event. I want to say thank you to Miss Alison for sharing the knowledge of yoga with all of us. And thank you for all participants here in Zoom. So yeah, because living is about and let's pray together. Dear God, Thank you for this activity for your place for all of us. So we are have a good time. Please bless us. Thank you, God. Amen. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you,
for organizing this.
Thank you.
Miss.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.